Hi everybody, it's Mrs. G. I am coming to you on March 26th from Disney World, and I wanted to go ahead and do our lesson for our rating today, March 26th. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share screen because I'm going to get my rating journal up. I would like for you guys to also have your rating journal too so that you can do your rating after this is all done. So let me go ahead and I'm going to, there we go. All right, now, perfect. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to get it set up. Sorry, guys. All right, so I have my writing journal, and here's what I've done. I'm going to show you this. So I have yesterday's writing, which was on the first page. Okay, I'm going to take one page. So make sure you have one page, and you're going to turn it and flip it behind. So now you have a fresh page for your writing today. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in so that you can see a little bit better. And at the top of this page, I'm going to write my name. And I want you to write your name at the top of your page. So then that way I know whose writing I'm reading when you submit it, okay? All right, and so let's see. Today is 3/26/2020. Perfect. All right, my friends. And so we're going to go ahead and get started writing today. And again, we're going to take the top half of our page and we're going to make that our sketch and label spot. And then we're going to do our writing on the bottom of the page. Okay, so today's assignment is write or sketch a journal entry about what you have learned about ladybugs. Okay, so what you have learned about ladybugs this week. We've read two nonfiction stories about ladybugs. And so today you're going to write about the things that you learned. So that could be facts and information that you learned from the books or something that surprised you. And then also, if you have any questions still about ladybugs, you can write that as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start my sketch. And now one of the things that really surprised me about ladybugs was that a group of ladybugs is called a loveliness of ladybugs. Isn't that so beautiful? So I'm going to be writing about that fact that surprised me, that a group of ladybugs is called a loveliness of ladybugs. I think that's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to start by sketching some ladybugs. And because I need a group of them, don't I? And they all have antennae because I learned that also ladybugs have antennas coming out of the top of their head, and the antennas help them to feel and smell. So hopefully you remember that from our books this week too. Now some I'm not going to give spots to because I also learned that young ladybugs, they're not born with spots. Those spots develop over time. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to keep drawing some, and some, like I said, are going to have spots, and some are not. And you know what else I might do? I might even try to draw one of the little baby larva ladybugs. All right, so now I'm going to label this, and this is called a loveliness. So let's go ahead and let's sound out loveliness. Now I know how to spell love. Love is L-O-V-E. Love, lovely, loveliness. Loveliness of ladybugs. And now ladybugs was the title of the book, and so we're going to spell that right because that was the title of our book. So when we see if we're writing about things from a book, we're going to try to spell those things correctly. So ladybug, L-A-D-Y, ladybugs, a loveliness of ladybugs. All right, and so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put spot, and then this is antenna. Now we're using our letter sounds to sound out if you do not know the correct spelling, okay? So I'm modeling for you how you should be sounding out your words, okay? And this is a larva. R, if I think R, A, R, 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 A, R, 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 R. So larva. And then I'm going to put here on this little guy, no spots. Oh, no spots. No spots. Perfect. So that is my sketch and label for my writing today, okay? So I have my picture and I have my labels, and I may come back and I may add some details if I want to continue my writing, okay? So let's go ahead, and now I'm going to scooch this up a little bit because I'm going to zoom out so you can see, I have used half of my page for my sketch and label, and then I'm going to start now with my writing and write on the bottom. Okay, so now yesterday I showed you how you can write on 2 lines if you would like. If you have a hard time writing so tiny on these little lines, you can take up 2 lines, okay? But try to stay at least on 1 line, okay? And what I mean by that is don't write crooked down the page like that. Try to stay, even if you're using 2 lines, try to stay straight across. Okay, does that make sense? I hope so. All right, here we go, and every day we get better. Okay, so I'm going to start my writing today, and it's going to say, I have learned a lot about ladybugs. Here we go. And I'm going to make sure I have finger spaces between each of those. And you know what? I'm going to zoom into this so you can really get a good look. Okay. So and I'm going to put my finger space, have learned. I have learned a lot about. Now, you know, about is one of those words that we had in our dictionary, and I write that word a lot, and so I've memorized it. So I don't need to sound out about because I know how to spell it. So it is A-B-O-U-T. I have learned a lot about ladybugs. And now again, ladybugs, I'm going to spell correctly. I'm just going to, oh my goodness, you know what I just realized? That is why we want to reread our writing, isn't it? I just realized I misspelled ladybugs up here. I said lady bus. Oh my goodness, you guys. It has been a long day. So I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to write bug. That's the G. Loveliness of ladybugs. My goodness, you guys probably caught me in the moment, and I didn't even notice it until right now. So now I fixed that. So now I have it written. I have learned a lot about ladybugs. Period. That is a sentence. My sentence is done. I'm going to start a new sentence. And when I start a new sentence, I'm going to capitalize the first letter of that sentence. Okay. So I'm going to say, I have learned a lot about ladybugs. One thing. So 1, that's like the number 1. O-N-E is how you spell 1. Okay, so one thing, ing, I-N-G, ing, I-N-G, ing. So one thing I learned was, so one thing I learned was a group, group of ladybugs is, can you still see good, is called all, A-L-L, all, called. Okay, so a group of ladybugs is called a loveliness. Get some more lead in my pencil. Loveliness. Ooh, I just got enough to finish that and put a period at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and reread what I wrote, and then I want to add another fact that I learned. Okay, so let's reread. I have learned a lot about ladybugs. One thing I learned was A group of ladybugs is called a loveliness. That is so neat. Now, I'm going to take this page and I'm going to take one, just one, make sure that I don't have two stuck there. And I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to write on the back of this page, I'm going to write another fact that I learned. So I'm going to keep going with my writing. All right, so now I'm going to start at the top here at the red line, and I'm going to write a new fact that I learned. I'm going to say, I also learned that at ladybugs are not, so I'm going to say are not born with spots. So I'm going to say, I also learned that ladybugs are. Now that's one of our sight words that we know. So it's A-R-E is are. Ladybugs are not born, or, O-R, or. All right, are not born with spots. I also learned that ladybugs are not born with spots. As they get I could say bigger or older. I think I want to say older. Okay, so as they get older, E-R-er at the end of a word. As they get older, I'm going to say they get their spots. They get their air spots. All right. I'm also going to say ladybugs also have antennas that they can feel and smell with, or that they use to feel and smell. So I'm going to say ladybugs have antenna. I'm going to come down here. Antenna is a long word, I think. Ladybugs have antennas that they use. They use. What makes the U say its own name and use? It's a silent E that they use to feel. I know how to spell feel because those follow our rules. Feel. And, oh, it's one of my favorite words, and smell. Whoops, my lead broke. You guys will notice with your mechanical pencils I gave you, if you send out the lead too far, they break. All right, and smell. Period. Now, you will notice, did I stop at just one fact I learned? No, I didn't. I wrote about many facts about ladybugs that I learned this week, and I want you to do the same thing, okay? Because I know that you learned some new facts this week from our ladybug book. Now, if you knew all of those facts, maybe pick your favorite fact about ladybugs. All right, so let's go ahead and let's reread my writing, because good readers always read their writing again, just to make sure that they don't have anything that they want to change or spelling they want to fix, or maybe finger spaces, punctuations, or capital letters, okay? So here we go. I have learned a lot about ladybugs. One thing I learned was a group of ladybugs is called a loveliness. I also learned that ladybugs are not born with spots. As they get older, they get their spots. Ladybugs have antennas that they use to feel and smell. Should I add anything else, or maybe we could just say they have antennas that they use to feel and smell? I think that's probably good. All right, my friends, now it's your turn. So I want you in your journal to write different things that you learned about ladybugs this week during our reading, okay? And once you have finished your assignment, you can snap a picture and upload it to Edsby. All right, let me go ahead. I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to stop sharing. I'm back. And so I hope you have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this writing lesson, and I hope you enjoyed going to Disney today with me. I know we can't go in person, but I thought it would be fun to visit just virtually. So I hope you have a great day. I wish you well. I love you. I miss you, and I hope to see you in my next lesson. Have a great day.